Hey gang, welcome back to more Final Fantasy Tactics. If the last fight didn't get you, somehow you get to this one, and maybe you just wind up rage quitting the game. Although there's a really hilarious moment that's about to happen. Okay, Ramza. I think I want him here. You can go there, she can go there, and Agrius there.
Very well.
Let's hope for the best. Only bring 4 people.
No turning back.
After all I've done for you, you now repay me with betrayal? You owe me your life, you ungrateful wretch. You would not stand here today were it not for me. Did you prefer digging through sordid heaps of rubble, or have you already forgotten that?
And of whose making was that rubble? That hellscape? It was you who burnt our village. You who murdered my mother and father and everybody else. It is not with betrayal I repay your deeds. It is with vengeance!
Vengeance? You truly believe that you are capable of exacting vengeance on me? I am your father, Rafa. The man who raised you from a girl. You cannot kill your own father, though you are welcome to try. You cannot do it. Do you know why? The flesh remembers, Rafa. It remembers fear, cold, and trembling. Now cast away that sword and return to my side, where you belong.
It's true, isn't it? You meant the words you spoke just now.
Marak, my son. You too would turn on your father? You truly are an ungrateful lot.
I'll kill him!
Rafa, no!
Marak! Speak to me! Marak, open your eyes!
Rafa! Marek?
You must be Ramza. I thought you'd be dead by now. Move no further. As for you, Rafa, if you wish to help your brother, bring me the stones he carries. They should be on his person. Check his robes. Very good. Bring them to me. Quickly now, I grow impatient.
Just fucking chucked
I
him.
wonder if you would not relinquish the stones to me instead.
Marquis Elmdor? What are you doing here?
Didn't we read a rumor that he died?
No, dear. This is not a game of hide the stones. Bring them here.
Guard yourself, Rafa. They are not human.
Ah. The Bale boy. Ramza. But no. I am not the Marquis Messam Elmdor. Leastwise, I am not any longer. I suppose I owe you my thanks. Forgive me for not expressing my gratitude sooner. I would have you know that I am not a violent man like Falmar. Will you not yield the stones of your own accord? I do so hate to see blood spilt needlessly. Spare me the struggle, and I shall be glad to ask Folmarv to return your young sister.
What have you done with her?
Nothing just yet. But if you would have her back, then hand me the stones.
No, Rafa. They must not go to him.
An adoring brother you must be, to trade your sister for stones. You Bales are nothing if not dutiful. Now, there are times when one must be ruthless, but I fear you will regret this decision. I dare say your victories over Cardinal Delacroix and Wiegraf have left you brimming with confidence. Why negotiate when you can simply strike us down? That is your thinking, is it not? Very well. Loath though I am to harm needlessly, you leave me no choice. Celia, Letty, a hand, if you'd be so kind.
When he said Celia and Letty, it almost sounded like a robot. Protect Rafa. That's our objective, is protect Rafa. And she has really terrible AI in this fight. So he comes forward. He's also got draw out, Miramasa. $90 damage on her. And you can see she's already like at half health. Alright. So here's the good news. Is all I have to do is put one unit in the critical. Any one of the three. So she has 318 HP, 297, and he's got 371. You can see he has the Muramasa blade. First strike, so you can't attack him. Double hand, he does more damage. But first strike, 70 brave. So if you anyway, she has two ninja blades, so they double attack. Hairband, which gives, like, it's a ribbon basically. It gives immune to all this stuff. She absorbs earth. Counter tackle. And then Letty, aka lead in the older Spellbinder, and she has a barrette. She also has counter tackle JP boost, which is kind of funny. I do like Letty's little character portrait. Anyway, I have to get one of them down to critical HP, and the fight's over. 100% chance, 240 damage. Oh, the crit! Alright, well, what is normally an extremely scary fight is over.
Marquis Elmdor, you were a hero of the 50 Years' War. A man hailed by allies as the Silver Prince, even as he was feared by foes as the Silver Demon. And after the conflict, not only did you devote yourself to rebuilding the kingdom, you advocated for our returning soldiers to receive due recompense. It saddens me to think that such an honorable soul has fallen for the lure of power, like Wiegraf and the Cardinal before you.
I'll not deny it, even should it earn me scorn. Such was my despair that when the end came, I could not help but yearn for power.
Despair? At what?
The injustice of war. I've been made to feel it keenly. Through both the 50 Years' War and that which the two lines now wage. In the name of the crown, I have led soldiers into full many battles. Yet even when I seized victory, I knew naught but emptiness in my heart. As blood ran, rivers and fields lay strewn with corpses, ever did I wonder, could we not have set our blades aside? That's enough amusement for one night. Celia, Letty, we take our leave. If you wish to claim the Auracite I hold, you had best make your way to Limbury. I shall await your coming there with bated breath.
So they're assassins and they have an ability to one-shot KO people. Anyway, this fight can be incredibly frustrating. Good job, Elvis. And she might not even be in the party much longer.
Look, Marak. A new dawn has risen. Can you see it? So often we sat together talking, waiting for the coming of first light. We'd share fond memories of the past and our dreams of the future. We decided that when the war ended, we would go back and visit our village. You remember, Marak, don't you? Tell me you do, please. Tell me you'll still go. Please open your eyes. I beg you. I beg you.
It was a pretty good performance by the voice actress.
Wait for me, Alma.
What's this?
Scorpio. Does it resonate with her heart? Wiegraf's heart was full of despair and rage, and those feelings twisted him into a Lucavi. Could Rafa's grief for Marak also cause her to transform?
You grieve for him as well. Thank you.
No, Rafa! The stone is dangerous. You must cast it away. What?
Marak?
Rafa? What happened? Why am I here?
Oh, Marak! Thank the gods you're alive!
How? Do you mean to suffocate me? A voice called to me in that land of pure white light. Whose it was, I cannot say, but it was not Rafa's. Return, it said to me. Return to the one whose heart beats true. To the one who loves you.
Another Zodiac stone. But why would it be here? I thought Auracite a product not of godly fashion, but an issue of hands far fouler. A tool of dark design, for the Lucavi to propel our world into chaos.
I know not by whose hands it came to be, but I do not think its evil inherent. I believe it is the wielder who gives its power shape.
I'll save you, Alma. come what may.
Frustration with the stalemate growing, the Order of the Northern Sky recalled its full force from the war's now expansive front. They marched on Fort Besselat, with plans to turn the tide of the war. The final battle was close at hand.
Rafa wants to join.
Thank you, Ramza.
Marek wants to join.
I shall follow your lead.
And that's the last time we got to see oh no, I'm a liar.
I have never seen such slaughter. There are corpses at every turn. What in the world happened here?
That your sister isn't here might be considered a blessing.
Indeed. This is truly dreadful.
They had her in the castle, I am sure of it. They must have taken her elsewhere during the fighting. 3 men from the Templars arrived not long before you. 2 of them were accounted for, correct?
Yes. One was Wiegraf, whom the Oricite had transformed into a Lucavi. I saw him die. Then there was the young knight, Isolde. He appears to have died fighting whatever wrought this carnage. Alma must have been taken by the third, whoever he is.
You said that these men act under direct order of High Confessor Marcel himself. If so, this abductor surely means to return with your sister to Moland, the seat of the Church's power.
I wonder. I do not think their High Confessor knows the true power of the stones. Consider this. Wiegraf did not know their secret until he struck his bargain with the Lucavi at death's door. And by the look of things, Isolde died fighting the Lucavi.
What do you mean?
By inciting this war and utilizing the legend of the Zodiac Braves, the Church can sway the people and broaden its influence. This may well be the High Confessor's grand design. But I sense the Knights Templar and Marquis Elmdor seek the stones for their own ends.
So there are others who exploit the High Confessor's ambition?
Marquis Elmdor mentioned a man, Fulmarv. Might he be the one who took your sister?
Fulmarv. That is the name of the commander of the Knights Templar. He is the High Confessor's right hand, and an ambitious man. Like we have, he sullies his own hands that his masters may remain clean.
He is the key.
What will you do?
Whatever their reasons for abducting Alma, she must be worth more to them alive than dead. I travel to Zeltenia. There I will seek out Count Orlando, whom my Lord Father considered a friend. Once he has read the scriptures of Germanique, I am hopeful that he will lend his aid in exposing the Church's plot. And I will also seek out Delita. He may well know something.
You speak of Delita Hyral. He succeeded Baron Grimm's in leading the Black Ram Knights, did he not? Even allowing for the war, his rise through the ranks has been so expeditious as to invite suspicion.
I suspect that the Church and the Knights Templar manipulate Delita from behind the scenes. If I were to guess, they use him as a figure to garner public favor, that they might expand their military influence. Yet how privy he is to their plot, whether he knows aught of Elmdor or Fulmarv, I cannot say.
Chapter 4, In the Name of Love. And that's the last time we're going to see Ramza in his purple knight gear.
Welcome home, my lord.
Yes. Home. You're well?
I am, thank you. What news of the war?
None good, as you know well enough. The war with Ordalia has nigh bled us dry, and now we are poised to finish the job ourselves. Conviction found us. Supplies fail to arrive, and desertion is rife. War is a dirty enough affair when you know who your enemies are, but this... it's no way to fight. I fear I no longer inspire the solidarity I once did. Would that my good name were our only casualty.
I should think Duke Goltana's name in greater peril. They say his other lords bannermen remain here only because you do.
Leave such foolish talk to fools. When a member of House Orlando pledges his lord fealty, he honors that oath, though it cost him his life. While you have been adopted by House Durai, you are still my son. I expect you to uphold the values of our line.
I'm sorry. I spoke over much.
Words are wind. Now, this errand I set you to, I would hear of it.
The reports are true, my lord. One crystal was discovered beneath Gorg by the machinist and his son. Another was found by the late Cardinal, in the ruins at Zelmonia. Both are indeed Auracite, by all accounts. They are presently in the care of our young noble friend, but not for long should the Knights Templar have their way.
Barbaneth's son. Branded heretic to ease his capture, I do not doubt. Do our ears in Malond hear nothing?
They hear, perhaps, but have fallen silent. If only we had some evidence of the High Confessor's plot, we might put an end to his machinations in this war.
This shall not long remain hidden from their gaze. And then the storm will be upon us. For the Thunder God, it may be his last.
There you go. He changes his armor, and he's now a gallant knight. And we have so many errands. So many errands. But let's see what Gallant Knight is all about. Shout, which is a new ability, raises brave, speed, physical, magical attack for the duration of the battle. So Steel raises brave by 5. This raises brave by 10. Tailwind raises speed by 1. Focus raises attack by 1. So Shout does both of those and also magic attack by 1 in one action. It's a god tier ability. But let's see what his other equipment color looks like.
Let's try it.
I think I like that better than
This will do.
that.
Let's try
I
this.
think we'll keep him at that. Yeah, let's see. Job. No one got any turns, so it makes sense that nothing changed. Yeah, and then there's this triple question mark one, which we're gonna learn later. Don't you worry about that. But yeah, okay. So what does he say now?
For the longest time, I felt uncertain in every decision I made. But now, I know I have chosen the right path.
Cool story. Rafa, we're just gonna... So Rafa, you can see her brave is 31. That's important. So we make her a chemist.
I see.
we give her Sky Mantra because it's better than nothing. Mithril Gun is fine, but we're going to remove all her other equipment. We might give her Hermes shoes, though. You know what? If I have free ones that boost speed... What was that? Green Beret? Yeah, I've got a free one, so she can have that. You want her to have a lot of speed. And there's a particular thing I hope they pick up later. So basically, I'm going to use her for move find now. I'm going to get her brave even lower. And use her to, use her to move find, basically. Because the lower your brave, the greater your chance of getting the good item for move find. Marak, what do you oh, I forgot. What do you have to say?
The power that brought back my brother. I dread to think what may have happened had I invoked it with ill intent.
Okay.
Nether mantras deal more harm to the weak of faith. A fitting punishment for disbelief.
So he has the same attack that she has. Hell's Wrath, so like his does lightning damage, fire damage, wind damage, water damage, status elements, earth damage, right? So he's got the same attacks, but apparently the lower the faith, the more damage it does. Because it's nether. Anyway, equipment. Thanks for the stuff. You will never be used. I don't think I've ever used them on any playthrough I've ever done of this game. Yeah. Okay. That's where everyone is. 4 of them at Rio Vane's castle. 4 whole things. Anyway, let's read some rumors.
Good day to you. Well, of course.
At a turning point, having apparently lost patience with the long stalemate, Duke Larg's troops have at last taken action. The Order of the Northern Sky, along with most of the soldiers in the front lines, have marched on Fort Besselat. Besselat is an indispensable strongpoint in the battle against Zeltania, and capturing it would give Duke Larg's forces access to Limberry's abundant food supply. Both armies have seen poor harvests, with droughts affecting one side and floods on the other. So the stores at Besselat would prove vital in overturning the deficit for either. It is believed that victory will go to Duke Larg should he seize the fortress, and to Duke Goltana should he succeed in the defense. Horror at Real Veins. Many of our readers will remember that the recent disturbance at Lionel Castle, in which the death of Cardinal Delacroix was accompanied by tales of an otherworldly fiend. Just as these rumors began to die down, another horrifying creature is now said to have appeared at Real Veins, the residence of Grand Duke Barrington. More than 500 men lost their lives in the ensuing battle. No witnesses survived, and there are no clues as to what occurred. Those who have seen the aftermath say they will never forget the scores of corpses, some with their heads crushed like melons. Whether this incident bears any relation to the ongoing conflict between Dukes Larg and Goltana is unclear, and we eagerly await further reports.
Will that be all? Thanks.
Let's go to the outfitter first.
Welcome.
76,000, that's not bad. We have no ice brands.
May I be of foot? I await you. Greetings. You're in safe hands with me.
Slightly more
This is your Grand
HP. Nothing. Morning Stars, no thank you. Platinum Shield Carabiner Mail, more HP.
This is your grand total. You won't be disappointed.
No thank you.
Will that be all? After all, in particular.
Angel Rings come with Revive. Only one time though. What's the magic ring? Immune to Silence and Berserk. I knew that already. Yeah. And nothing else interesting happening. Cool, 34,000 gil. What happens if I move? Do I get a story? As if I'm gonna do that. Get back over there. No monsters in my party, so we are good to start the errands.
That's the spirit.
Gledia Isle. Gledia Isle is 40,000 doms into the inlet of Real Veins. The waters surrounding the inlands are infamous, and ships oft run aground or are capsized by the swift currents. Salvaged merchant ships can yield valuable cargo.
Who'd you have in mind? How long will you permit?
11 days.
Anyone? Very well.
Fia's wish. Please stop Brana Pirates. They're hurting the people in my village. Help us. Brana Pirates. Pirates? Okay.
Who's going?
Sure.
How long will you permit for this?
14 days.
Anyone you sent? Very well.
Lettre d'amour. I implore you to deliver this letter to my beloved in Margirlis. The letter is highly confidential, so it must be handed to her directly. I shall repay your kindness with the most valuable treasure. 12 days.
Who are you sending? How long will you permit for this? Anyone? Understood.
Secret Society secrets. 3 days. I have determined that a spy has infiltrated our organization. I have 3 suspects. Follow them, see who the traitor is.
Who's going? How many days for this? Anyone use? How long will you permit for this? Anyone use?
Dispatch. 3 days.
Come back.
1. Oh my god. Game, calm down. Game, calm down. So many fights. Errands.
Want to earn some gil? You've some new. Right then.
'Twas a huge success. Though rarely was it plain sailing, we'll look back on it fondly.
A secret society requested that we follow 3 suspects believed to be spies that had infiltrated the organization. We determined that the spy was Cern Heckern Maurer, a man 1 and 40 who had been lured by a rival group to turn traitor. Through his testimony, we learned that the society had been trafficking in the plumes of the resplendent chocobo, an endangered variety. Resplendent chocobo. Along with Maurer, we searched their base, where we found enough evidence to take down the entire syndicate. We received a considerable reward for our efforts.
I must thank you for placing your trust in me.
I'd consider that a job well done. Will that be? Hey?
Does Yardo have any? Yardo has 1.
A war? Of course. Will that be all? That's
The Falcon. Long ago, a cargo ship called the Falcon met with a great storm and sank in the West Burgos Sea, taking the continental tributes in its cargo to the bottom of the ocean. I know the general location where she went down. If you're interested, I suggest you try to bring her up.
Who'd you have in mind? How many days?
9.
Anyone you understood? Anything? Thank you.
I guess we'll go down there. Yeah, okay.
Good day to you. You're interested then? You've some news from an errand. Right then.
This may surprise ya, but the task was a great success. Forgive me if I brag.
Gledia Isle lies 40,000 doms into the inlet of Real Veins. Currents in the area run swift and shallow, making shipwrecks a common occurrence. However, as the most direct route to a local harbors, unwitting merchants still attempt the crossing. The wreck we salvaged proved difficult to raise, but within its hold, we found a cache of wares from the continent.
It goes to prove that earnest endeavor is rewarded in the end.
We have yet more to report. Namely, this fine artifact that came into our possession.
Oh, another book.
Fine treasure you found there. I'd consider that a job well done.
Fia's
Errand's
wish.
been completed. Right then.
Though we were faced with many a trial, the task concluded with astonishing success.
The Brana clan has been defeated at last. These pirates had been plundering small fishing villages on the outskirts of the region, taking hostages from each to keep others from calling for help. But thanks to the bravery of a girl of 10 named Fia, who sent messages of distress from a tiny fishing village near Real Veins, we learned of the pirates' antics and brought the craven lot to justice.
I dare say you share our joy.
I'd consider that. You've some news. Right then.
Glad tidings. The task was completed with great success, the like of which we had no reason to expect.
The intended recipient of the Bard Edward's letter was Anna, the golden voice of Argelis. Although their work rarely allows the two to meet, they have exchanged love letters for years. We ensured this one too was delivered safely, much to the delight of both parties. A heartwarming errand, to be sure.
There were times when I...
But wait, there's more. We were lucky enough to acquire this strange artifact.
I like how she says bizarre and strange. Red materia. These stones developed by the ancient Saronians are the result of experiments in storing knowledge within gems for later generations. They are said to enhance the abilities of the possessor. Red materia is believed to contain the power to summon espers.
Fine treasure you found there. I'd consider that a job well...
Okay.
Will that be all? Thank you.
But you get more errands.
You're interested then?
Foundered vessel. One of our merchant ships is run aground near Gledia Isle in the inlet of Reavanes. Like as not, our company will go bankrupt. If not is done, please help.
Who are you sending? How long will you permit for this? Anyone you... Very well. Will that be all? Thanks.
Are you done? Yeah, you are.
Welcome. That's the spirit. You've some news from an errand. Right then. The task proved a wild success, and pleased we are to have met your expectations.
We were told of a sunken cargo vessel known as the Falcon at the bottom of the West Burgos Sea. The Falcon was thought to have encountered a typhoon as it carried tributes from the continent, sinking the ship. We succeeded in raising the wreckage from the sea floor and retrieving the lost tributes. The ship's hull bore the terrible scars of a furious storm, a solemn reminder to the dangers of ocean travel.
I must thank you.
Our luck did not run out there, as we also recovered this charming artifact.
Calcabrina from Final Fantasy IV. The first popular in regions where other forms of amusement were few, these dressable dolls are now many a young girl's treasure. It is said their lifeless eyes harbor the souls of lost owners.
Fine treasure you found there. I commend you. I'd consider that a job. Need anything?
Okay. Mining town of Golan. Let's go.
A warm welcome. You're interested then?
Miners wanted. The expansion of Ducatia mines requires more miners. Small number of open positions. Apply for a short-term contract of approximately 5 days. Pay based on performance.
Who do you have in mind? How long will you permit for this? Anyone you... Very well.
Lambs and the Adventurer. A traveling salesman I met mentioned that he saw some ancient buildings of gigantic proportions in a Zeklaus desert. Could they be the lost ruins of legend? Join my party and help us find them.
Who's going? How long will you permit for this?
16 days. Dispatch.
Will that be all? Thanks.
Nasalia, did you have anything?
Good day to you.
Yeah, you did. Frontier Expedition. Find mystery and adventure on an expedition to Ivalice's frontiers. You may even discover a long-lost ancient wonder. Join us for the journey of a lifetime.
What do you have in mind? How long will you permit for this? Anyone? I'll say to... Will that be all? Thank you and...
Damn it. I thought so. I thought so, Real Veins.
That's the spirit. An errand's over and... Right then.
We completed the task with marvellous success. A satisfying achievement to be
Another
sure.
ship ran aground off Gledia Isle, some 40,000 doms in the Indian Inlet of Real Veins. The ship was the Delphi, a large trading vessel owned by East Gable Merchantry, which we managed to refloat. As the ship was unregistered, the port guards conducted a routine search. When we returned to discover a large quantity of illegal narcotics worth some 70 million gil in the open market. The merchant company is currently under criminal investigations, and we received a small reward for our cooperation in the matter.
It goes to prove.
I'd consider that a job well... Need anything? Come back.
Okay.
Welcome. You're interested then? An errand's over and... Right then.
We achieved a most excellent outcome, and the task itself was gratifying.
Ducatia Mine had put out a temporary hiring request for miners. This generally occurs only when new veins of ore are discovered, and since no profitable veins have been found in this mine since a tract of copper several years ago, rumors were rife. Though we saw nothing to suggest a new vein had been found, we excavated much ore all the same, and were compensated accordingly for our efforts. But the question remains, was there an undiscovered vein of ore in Ducatia mine or not?
It goes to prove that...
I'd consider that a job well... Need an account?
New errand available.
Welcome.
More miners wanted. The expansion in Ducatia mine requires more miners. Small number of open positions. Apply for a short-term contract of 5 days. Pay based on performance.
Who'd you have in mind?
We're sending different
How many
people this
days do you
time.
allow for this work? Anyone you... I'll see to... Anything else? Thank you and... A warm welcome. You're interested then? An errand's been completed. Right then.
The task proved a wild success, and pleased we are to have met your expectations.
We took part in an expedition to Ivalice's unexplored frontier arranged by a local mercantile outfit. Such trips are popular with the noble classes these days, for the prospect of discovering lost wonders gives hope to those exhausted by the hopelessness of everyday life. More people attended than expected, so we divided ourselves into several groups and set off at sunrise to explore. We forged deep into the jungle and stumbled across an ancient wonder.
I must thank you for...
One last thing. A slight detour led us to make a fascinating discovery.
Ronkin ruins. The Ronkin dynasty dominated the world from its skyborn castle until an enigmatic plague brought about its sudden and tragic demise. Today, its empty ruins float in a cold and desolate silence. Final Fantasy V, maybe?
Another ancient wonder, eh? Congratulations. You're standing as an adventurer.
Hey. Halfway there.
I'd consider that a job well... Need anything? Welcome. Want to earn some gil? You've some news from an errand. Right then. Tell us.
We finished the task with aplomb and smiles on the faces of all those involved.
Lambs and the Adventurer hails from the continent, coming to Ivalice by way of Romanda. He is an explorer of some renown on the mainland, and his team has made a number of important discoveries there. We joined his party as local guides with knowledge of Ivalician geography and succeeded in guiding Lamson across the Z-Class desert, to which he was unfamiliar. Together we braved the shifting dunes and, thanks in part to his team's expertise, located the ruins.
There were times when I feared the worst, but we rose to the challenge.
One more thing. A little detour led us to make an incredible discovery.
Summit Falls, a site of significance in the ancient Palametian Empire. Mithril was mined beneath these majestic falls with extasium, a fuel used by the airships of the day. Could be gleaned from their magical waters. Final Fantasy II?
Another ancient... I'd consider that...
Final Fantasy II, maybe?
Will that be all? Thanks. Welcome. You're interested then? An errand's over and done. Right then. Tell us how it...
This may surprise ya, but the task was a great success. Forgive me if I...
Ducatia Mine was again recruiting miners on short notice, and our application was accepted. Only a small number of positions were open to begin with, but despite the rumors of a newly discovered vein in the mine, very few others turned out. Upon being hired, we were subjected to a strict examination before finally being allowed into the mine itself. What? When we arrived at the mine's deepest point, we saw the unmistakable sheen of gold in a vast seam. The old rumors were true. We quickly set to work and dug out enough to earn a tidy pay packet.
Now we are brimming with
I almost forgot. We also acquired this magnificent and unique curio.
Oiver. The monumentous events described in this book, if true, hold potential to rewrite the pages of history. It documents the life of a woman now all but forgotten.
Fine treasure you found there. Well, congratulations. Your standing as a treasure hunter has improved.
Cool. Halfway there for treasure hunting.
I'd consider that a job. Need anything to thank?
Okay. Bervenia. Okay, that's later. Where was that? Bervenia. Where was Bervenia? Okay, Bervenia. Bervenia is at the very bottom. Okay. Egros 1. Let's go.
warm rumors, eh? Will that be all? You're interested.
Extinct beast. A chimera, a beast long thought to have gone extinct, has appeared in our town and people are afeared. Please rid us of this monster.
Who's going? How long will you permit for this? Anyone you... Very well. Need anything else? Come back soon.
15 days. Garland, do you have any?
Good day to you. Want to earn some...
Arithmetic tutor wanted. I'm a student at the magic school, but I don't understand maths. Very good. Please teach me maths. Thank you. Dorman.
Who'd you have in mind? How many days for this errand? Anyone... Understood. Anything else? Come back soon.
Daughter.
Welcome. That's the spirit.
Minimus the Mournful. I can no longer open my family vault. My riches are safe from robbers, but they need to be safe from me as well. Please help.
Who's going? How many days will you allow for this? Anyone you... Understood. Anything else? Thanks.
I guess we'll just go back here. There you go.
Good day to you. That's the spirit. An errand's over and... Right then.
We completed the task with marvellous success. A satisfying achievement, to be sure.
The Chimera, a monster thought extinct, had indeed reappeared in Egros region, prompting the locals to seek help. We set out to eliminate the abomination, a foul creation bearing the features of numerous beasts thought to have been wrought in ancient times. It seemed unlikely that nature had revived the creature, and many believed that some forgotten sorcery had brought it back. After a lengthy battle, we managed to fell the beast.
It goes to prove that earnest endeavor is rewarded in the end.
I'd consider that a job well done. Anything else, Hank? Welcome. That's the spirit.
Metamorphosed misery. Help me, please. My pet dog has turned into a monster. I fear my only option is to slay the beast, but I cannot bring myself to do it.
Who'd you have in mind?
Summoner.
How many days for this? Anyone
16
you...
days.
Will that be all? Thank you. Good day to you. Want to earn some gil?
Did we teach this kid math?
Though we were faced with many a trial, the task concluded with astonishing
I guess we
success.
did. We spent time with Dorman, a boy of 7, to provide tutoring in arithmetics, and not long ago we received a letter of thanks for our work. It stated that he had begun raising his hand to answer questions in arithmetics class. Marked progress for a boy who had struggled with the subject in the past, a source of great pride for us. Not only that, he is often the only child to attempt to solve the most difficult problems, and is fast becoming something of a star pupil.
It goes to prove that earnest endeavor is rewarded.
I'd consider that a job well done. Anything else? Thank you.
It's the worst errand in the game.
Welcome. That's the spirit. You've some news from an errand. Right then. Tell us.
Glad tidings. The task was completed with great success, the like of which we had no reason to expect.
Count Minimus, famed for his annual donation to the local Dorter monasteries, could not open his family vault. We managed to prise the door open and discovered the cause of the problem. Sacks and sacks of gil had been stuffed into the vault and jammed the opening mechanism. The incident was a stark reminder of the lavish lifestyles that nobles lead, but we felt Count Minimus and his charity work a shining example in our corrupt society, and so we were happy to aid him.
I feel as though naught is beyond.
But wait, there's more. We were lucky enough to acquire this strange artifact.
A rat tail. Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 3. You had to give it to Bahamut all the time. Long used by sorcerers as a magical regent, this exquisite delicacy was once the catalyst for full-scale war. It has an extremely potent flavor.
Fine treasure you found. I'd consider that a job well... Will that be that? A warm...
Minimus the Miserable. I can no longer open the door to my lavish mansion. My house may be safe from robbers, but it needn't be safe from me as well. Please help.
Who'd you have in mind? How many days will you allow for this work? Anyone? Understood. Will that be all? Thank you.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go see what Zaylin has.
Welcome.
Nothing in Zaylan. Okay. Well, I'm here. Lenal, you have anything?
Welcome.
Father's nightmare. My beloved daughter Cornelia has been kidnapped. The culprit is a man who calls himself Jacques le Raptor. He is demanding our family jewels as ransom. Please rescue my daughter.
Who's going? How many days will you allow for this work? Anyone understand? Need anything comebacks?
Okay, so now we can go back up here.
A warm welcome. You're interested then? An errand's been... Right then.
The task concluded successfully and without incident. No doubt the result of our fine effort.
We were called to assist in an unusual case of pet-turned-monster. The metamorphosis resulted from magics that the pet's owner, Daria, a young woman of 8 and 10, had experimented with after finding an ancient tome of spells in her family library. After disposing of the pet and questioning Diara, we learned that the Chimera incident in town not long ago was also her doing. We elicited a promise that she stopped such experiments and turned her into the authorities.
Now we are brimming with confidence.
I'd consider that. No, you didn't think?
Okay.
A warm welcome. Rumors, Need anything else? That's the spirit. You've some news from... Right then.
Though we were faced with many a trial, the task concluded with astonishing
Count Minimus, famed in Dorter for his significant annual contributions to local monasteries, found himself unable to open the door to his mansion. By our estimations, the newly added fittings of solid gold had rendered the door too heavy to open. The Count's overindulgence was surely to blame, but few would argue that the pursuit of beauty comes at a cost. After many efforts to prise open the door, we eventually succeeded, much to the Count's delight, though he is certainly out of touch with reality. We could not help but think of the philanthropic Count as one of the few beacons of hope shining from the corruption that runs rife within the nobility.
It goes to prove that just as it seemed our day could not have gone any better, we chanced upon this
Coin blade, once used as a divination tool by a caravan of nomadic merchants. Coins engraved with the foreign markings have been strung together in the shape of a sword, hence the given name. I have no idea if this is from Final Fantasy 2 or somewhere else.
Fine treasure.
I found it, nevertheless.
Will that be... Thanks.
Oh my god, this guy.
Good day to you.
Minimus the Melancholy. The door to my cellar has been blocked by an aggressive fiend known as a trapdoor. The valuables I store there may be safe from robbers, but they need to be safe for me as well. Please help.
Who's going?
Alright.
How many days will you allow for this work? Anyone? I'll see.
This Minimus guy. We're going down here.
Welcome. You're interested then? An errand's been right then.
We finished the task with aplomb and smiles on the faces of all those involved.
Little Cornelia, Baron Catastro's only daughter, was kidnapped by a man calling himself Jacques le Raptor. The ne'er-do-well was demanding the Catastro family jewels as ransom, and we were charged with making a safe exchange. We met the culprit on the pretense of delivering the treasures and swiftly apprehended him. When he appeared, as it turned out, Jacques le Raptor was actually a man by the name of Roberts, Cornelia's tutor. The conniving girl had planned the kidnapping in an attempt to reunite her estranged parents. It worked too, and we were all rewarded for the part we, albeit unwillingly, played in their reconciliation.
After all we have achieved, I dare say we will sleep sound.
Wait, there's more. We were lucky enough to acquire this strange artifact.
Goliath bread. Though no longer made in the modern age, these hefty loaves of leavened bread were once eaten for energy they impart, an acquired taste enjoyed mainly by adults. The scroll contains the last known copy of the recipe. Final Fantasy 5 or 3, maybe?
Fine treasure you found. I'd consider that a job well. Anything else?
Okay. Virgilius.
Welcome. That's the
Oh, we got 4 of them. Rain swept. Well, love is in the air. This is the letter, right? Please take this letter to my beloved who lives in Real Veins. The letter is of great importance and must be delivered directly to him. I offer a fair reward and promise to give a little something extra for a job well done.
Who's going?
Well, we already did part 1 of this one, so might as well do part 2. The Wandering Gambler, the Blackjack, a famous casino ship, beloved of many, a noble, has docked at port. According to my sources, one of the games on the far starboard side has been quite generous as of late. It might be worth a try. Okay, so we're going to go gamble 15,000 gil.
How many days will you allow for this work? Anyone understood? Need anything else? That's the spirit.
Let's do the longer one, I guess. In Rainswept Slopes, have you heard the Mount Vector? Those sudden slopes where the precipitation falls every day of the year are said to hide an ancient wonder. If you're interested, you may want to investigate further.
Who do you have in mind? How many days for this errand? Anyone understand? Anything else? Comebacks?
One.
A warm welcome. You're interested then?
Hopefully this is the last time we hear this guy.
The task concluded successfully and without incident. No doubt the result of our fine effort.
After defeating the creature masquerading as Count Minimus's cellar door, we performed a search of the room as a precaution. We discovered a large cache of coin along with some rather interesting documents. The nature of these papers would take too long to explain here, but suffice to say they implicated the Count in an array of misdeeds. We apprehended him, and received a considerable bounty for his capture. It was certainly not the outcome we expected.
Now we are brimming with confidence.
I'd consider that a job well done. Anything else, sir? Thank you.
Okay.
Welcome. That's the spirit. An errands. Right then.
I dare say our performance was one for the record books. Doubtless the experience will bolster morale.
Anna, the renowned singer, is to be married after 7 years of long-distance courtship. A date is finally set. The lucky man is none other than Edward, a bard employed in Riovens. Oh, those are the names of Anna and Edward, the Spoony Bard, from Final Fantasy IV. We were greatly honored to hear the news firsthand. Edward's gentlemanly manner has caused many to suspect he may be a prince, mayhap, of continental royalty. Nevertheless, his charm is no doubt what attracted Anna to him. We wish the two of them every happiness.
Now we are
Our good fortune did not end there. We even found this enchanting artifact.
Black cat. This figurine of a black cat has the eyes of lapis lazuli and claws inlaid with diamonds, a piece of considerable antiquity. It is highly sought after among collectors.
Fine treasure you found there. Congratulations. Your
Hey, treasure hunter level 5.
I'd consider that. Who are you sending? How many days will you allow for this work?
14
Anyone
days.
Understood. Need anything? Thanks.
Gaug. Bavaria. Just Gaug. Okay. What? There was more reports?
Welcome. Make it you're interested then. An errand.
Oh yeah, our gambling.
Right then. Tell us.
Glad tidings. The task was completed with great success, the like of which we had no reason to expect.
The Blackjack, a famous casino ship beloved of many a noble, had docked in Morgearlis, and we sneaked aboard, hoping to try our luck with a few bets. The ship is the venue for all manner of games of chance and is popular with many gamblers. It's also the ship in Final Fantasy VI. The information we received in the tavern suggested that one of the games on the starboard side had been paying out quite generously, and we set out to find it, and we must have, because we returned with a healthy winnings. The owner of the ship, a man 7-20 named Setzer from Final Fantasy VI, told us he plans to continue providing his brand of entertainment to the world despite the ongoing unrest.
There were times when I feared the worst.
I'd consider that a
We
job
made
well
2,000 gil off of that.
done. Need anything? Thank you.
Okay. Gaug. Yeah, I was worried that we were going to trigger a cutscene, but we are.
So this is the device you mentioned?
The same. Unearthed just as digging began on Tunnel 57 a week past. I thought to disassemble it, but I haven't the slightest inkling of how to begin.
An iron sphere. Curious.
What just happened? Was it reacting to the auracite?
This is a most peculiar symbol.
Okay, side story commenced. New rumors.
It's just
Somewhere else. Errands. The Durga. The Durga, a trade ship, has sunk some 140 domes into the Gulf of Karnan. The Durga was carrying a number of valuable items when it went down, and the vessel's owners need them back.
Who are you sending? How many days will you allow for this? Anyone? I'll say.
Monsters in the well. Rumor has it a monster has taken up residence in a long-abandoned well. It's making us dreadfully nervous. Please look into the matter.
Who do you have in mind? How long will you permit for this? Anyone? Very well. Will that be all? Thanks.
Okay, we're almost done.
A warm welcome. That's the spirit. You've some... Right then.
'Twas a huge success. Though rarely was it plain sailing. We'll look back on it fondly.
Mount Vector is a mysterious place where the rain falls incessantly all year round. When we arrived, the rain was not heavy, nor was it drizzle, and served to soothe our weary bones. Geothermal activity in the region warms the ground, which, along with the cool rains, swathes the mountain in mist. Such is that local folklore tells of white demons that prey upon travelers. As luck would have it, a brief break in the mist revealed an ancient wonder. Our work complete, we bid this oasis for the soul a reluctant farewell before continuing on our journey.
I must thank you for placing your trust in us. We are proud to have met.
What's more, the journey brought us to a site of great mystery and wonder.
Tower of Babel, legendary tower that extends to the heavens from deep below the earth. It's also called the Tower of Colossi. This mighty spire withstood the cataclysm and is an invaluable remnant of ancient civilization. Final Fantasy III?
Another ancient wonder, eh? Congratulations.
Hey, adventurer level up, level 5.
I'd consider that. Will that be all? Thank you. Good day to you. That's the spirit. On errands, but right then.
We completed the task with marvelous success. A satisfying achievement to be
The cave
sure.
on the outskirts of Wajuris led through a complex of narrow tunnels to a vast underground lake. As we stared in awe across the water, we felt eyes upon our backs and turned to see a pack of red mooses ready. Oh, I see the moose. Ready to pounce, also known as puffs. Anyway, after overcoming our foes, we saw an astonishing sight, the blossom of a whisperweed, a plant that blooms only once in several millennia. Could the monsters have been protecting it?
It goes to prove that earnest endeavor is rewarded.
I'd consider that a job well done. Will that be? Thank you. Good day to you. Want to earn some gil on errands? Right then.
We achieved a most excellent outcome, and the task itself is
We
gratifying.
learned that Durga, a merchant ship owned by Barnville Imports, had sunk 140 doms into the Gulf of Karnan. As the Durga carried a number of valuable goods from the farthest corners of the continent, company representatives were understandably anxious. Though a portion of our cargo had been lost to the currents, we raised the vessel and retrieved a number of items, much to the relief of the owners.
Now we are brimming with confidence.
Just as it seemed our day could not have gone any better, we chanced upon this
A
exquisite
chocobo
piece.
cannon. This weapon shoots fattened chocobos, which are gorged on gunpowder before being stuffed into its barrel. Highly imprecise, it never proceeded beyond the experimental range.
Fine treasure you found there. Welcome in. I'd consider that a job well. You've some news from an errand. Right then.
Glad tidings. The task was completed with great success. the like of which we had no reason to expect.
We were asked by residents of a town on the outskirts of Goog to defeat a monster living in an abandoned well. What we found at its dark, dank bottom was a monster of human shape covered from head to toe in mud, and it took all of our strength to defeat it. From its remains crawled a bedraggled man, caked in filth. It seems that he had taken shelter in the well, only to be engulfed by a fetid mud monster. All things considered, the man seemed in good health, and the local residents were happy to have the matter resolved. I don't think I read.
There were times when I feared the worst.
I don't think I read the first part of that, but we're well over 200,000 gil after doing all of that. Bavaria, Zoltania. There you go, and you can see all errands complete in some of them. All right, outfitter,
Greetings.
fitting.
Who needs outfitting?
Nope. 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 Nope.
May I help with auto? By all means.
Still no better guns.
May
Okay.
Looking for autumn, but good choice.
I don't want morning stars. I don't want morning stars. Stop offering me morning
You're in
stars.
safe hands with me.
Okay, nothing going on there.
Greetings. After all, will that be all? Who needs outfitting?
Oh, Miramasas. Okay.
May I be of further or catch your eye?
Cashmere, the mask cloth. Spellbinder, that's going to be a stronger weapon. Okay. We need 3 of those. Oh, that's so much gil.
Will that be all? Good choice.
Nope. Maybe Gaia gear, though. Lowers her attack. And it lowers the speed, so we're not going to change anything there. But Ramza will
What is it?
put on that. Alright, this video is almost done.
Welcome. Good choice. May I become?
Okay. Yep, we're gonna start the side quest in the next video. So thanks for watching this one if you made it through all the errands, and tune in to the next one where we start the side quest and get my favorite character that's not Delita in the game. Thanks for watching.